Hello, good morning and welcome to ABS Sports Splash this beautiful Tuesday morning. My name is Kwame Dane and in the studios it's my colleague and Scrabble winner. I'm still wondering when he's going to relinquish his crown.
The sports festival is coming up very soon.
So I want him to relinquish and let's know.
Oh, you want me to relinquish?
Yes,
or to go
either you bring, go and defend your
now you're talking.
or you hand it over, man. That's what I'm saying.
No problem.
Welcome to ABS Sports Splash this beautiful morning. All right, Ajuloka, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Anambra Football League kicks off this first of its kind tournament that is coming up, and Anambra State Football League kicks off. Anambra State Football League kicks off, and this is one of the brainchild of Chikwelu Iluanosi, the FA chairman, and this is first of its kind. And clubs are to start registering from the 6th of November 2024 to 20th December. And this is the first of its kind happening in Anambra State. And the FA is calling for people, clubs, to come, even affiliate clubs, to come and register. And this is going to be a very, very super one in Anambra State. The winner goes home with a 2 million naira, and the second prize is 1 million naira, and the third prize goes home with 500. This is the latest happening in Anambra State. And we get to hear that maybe the registration is like 150,000 or thereabouts, for you to participate. Football League. What's your, how do you see this innovation?
Well, coming from the light of the nation, we should be bearing the torch for others to actually follow. There is no two ways about saying the benefit of what this is going to be to Nigerian football, and then the Super Eagles hunting, or will I say...
You say the football cadres and the national football cadres.
National football cadres, because now, imagine if I football club having a feeder team playing in the local league of this Anambra State Football Association and every other thing. Then this Sunday John football clubs that we have every now and then. People that just play football for the fun of it, now knowing that there is a league format that they can register their local league and then be enshrined. And then these are part of the things we talk about, using sports as an avenue to create employment and to take our youth off the streets, giving them that platform where they can blossom and be global superstars. So this is very, very laudable coming from Chief
Chikwelu
Ilanosi, who is the FA chairperson in Anambra State. My problem is I hope this gets sustained, because you definitely get traders having club affiliations, down to schools, down to other business parastatal, forming and then wanting to be part of the people that will win this 2 million largesse for the first prize. It's very, very encouraging, and we want to see more of this, not just in football, but touching other sports too, because sincerely speaking, I still maintain the fact that the easiest way to bring about poverty alleviation is massive investment. And insecurity, is massive investment in sports, sincerely speaking. Sport is the highest employer of labor in the world. FIFA alone, which is just football, accounts for 1 billion of the 8-point-something billion people on earth. So when you now get other sports, your volleyball, basketball, athletics, and the rest of it, you now begin to understand that sports in general is accounting for more than half the population of the world. So any government that wants to actually fight poverty, any government that wants to fight insecurity, the best place, because it is not the what is it called, the Paralympians that cause trouble. It is not the cripple. It is the able-bodied people and youth, for that matter, that cause all this insurgency, juvenile delinquency, and the rest of it all. So if governments actually have a means of harnessing the full potential of their teeming youth population towards the area of sports, we'll have less cases of insecurity. We'll have less cases of crime. We'll have less cases of all these delinquencies, drug abuse, and the rest of it all. So kudos to the Anambra FA, and we just hope that
and maybe perhaps this is going to, propagate having, a unified, already the Anambra State government have a solution FC.
Yeah.
And it could help, making the football activities in Anambra State very viable and a continuous one.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
when club begins to register from after this tournament to another one, and it becomes a league of its own, maybe the Anambra State League of Football, where people can easily, club people register, and
because
becomes
by the time you begin to have players showcase their talent,
yes.
you see registered Eyimba and the Heartlands and the Niger Tornadoes coming to Anambra State to poach players. And that is currency. That is big money coming into the coffers of those local clubs. So this is a welcome development in every ramification. I just pray and I hope that it can be sustained.
Okay. All right, Chikelu, honestly, we wish you all the best, because you're an ex-international player of the Super Eagles and now FA chairman, Anambra State. Super Eagles camp for AFCON opens on November 10 at the Abidjan, the adopted home grounds for the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. All invited players are to fly directly to Abidjan to avoid the same Libya case again. So now you have to fly, all the invited players will need to fly down to Abidjan. Now let's explain the game between the Super Eagles and the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. Do you see, already Nigeria is on 10 points, and do you see Nigeria overcoming the Abidjan, the Cheetahs of Benin Republic, knowing fully well we defeated them before 3-1. No, 3-0 at the last 3-0.
Yeah.
And now we are having a return leg on that. So how do you balance it? Knowing Semi Ajayi is injured, do you think there's going to be a very qualified replacement for him? Maybe bringing back the likes of Aboguma, who has been off and on Super Eagles for the past 15 months. He last played for Super Eagles during qualifier series, Serie alone, 2023. And
he's not the only
Kelvin
one.
Aboguma. And why I'm emphasizing on him is because this was a guy General had to go and convince to come and don the Super Eagles clothes. And now he's back. Don't you think he should be a good replacement for him to be part of this team?
No, individual speaking is good placement. But from the technical aspect of it, that is the job of the committee of the Super Eagles.
Because the technical committee?
Yeah, the technical committee. Apart from players' availability, there is what they call the mindset of players. Their performance ratio as to the number of times they play for their club. If you bring all these nitty-gritties into consideration, then you begin to know who is in the proper frame of mind in order to come and deliver when the right person isn't there. And we have wealth of experience when it has to do with looking for players in order to don the green, white, green of the Super Eagles. Talking about the local league, we just talked about what the FA chairman, you understand, Ilanasi of Anambra State is doing with the state league. Then we talk about the league itself, the MPFL, players in those leagues. Remo Star players, Eyimba players, Heartland, and the rest of it.
So Wefon has just assembled a group of players that will be going into camp against, we have a tournament, the Chan.
The Chan.
It's coming
we
up,
even have the Wafu tournament too.
We've just ended the Wafu tournament where we just retained the cup.
The cup. So now, these are pools where we can pick players from. The good thing about success is that while you're doing your hard work in hiding, in isolation, you understand? It is when a big stage like this comes that all those years that you've put in will now show. 90 minutes is a lot of time for you to prove to any manager that you're capable of donning the shirt and retaining it. So we definitely wouldn't be missing any person. Nigeria, we have numerical strength and we have talent in abundance. So that one person is not available doesn't necessarily mean that somebody cannot fill up. Just take the glory years of the Odegbami down to the era of the Okocha and the Nwankwo. You even begin to find that we've not even replicated some of these players like we have now, but we are still managing to flex our muscle and throw our weight around on the African continent. Apart from winning trophies per se, Nigeria seems to be the most successful team when it has to do with the AFCON, even though we've won one. But we've played 8 finals. 8 finals, and we've lost how many? 5. 1-3, which is not bad.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
No. Compared to some people that have not even played up to...
Egypt has won 8.
8. Yeah, Egypt has won 8 times. But at the same time, so that's to make you understand that it's just a little bit of fine-tuning that we need to do in order to begin to convert those final misses into trophy success.
Okay. Let's see what the and see the new people that will be coming in, and the likes of Akorodare of Genk has scored his 8th goal of the season for Genk. He is an uncapped player, and people are still clamoring for him to come on board. Then you talk about Cyril Deza of Rangers, who also scored in the weekend his 8th goal of the season, and these are people that could give.
Now that you're talking about great exploits of Nigerians in foreign leagues, that's to make you understand that, sincerely speaking, Ekweme, it's a privilege to play for this country.
Definitely, it's a privilege to play.
It's a privilege to play for this country. Sincerely speaking. To country.
Definitely.
So I'll just keep saying that whatever it is that these players are doing out there, they shouldn't relent, and they should keep firing on all cylinders. With time, they will definitely get to be called upon.
All right, the next story for us here at ABS Sports Plug this morning. Ademola Lookman named man of the match against Napoli, where he scored 2 goals of the match. Ademola Lookman on Sunday, they slugged it out, Atlanta FC, and slugged it out against Napoli, the parent club of Victor Osimhen, who is on loan deal at Galatasaray. And this man, whom is closer to be called or to be named the African Player of the Year 2024, scored 2 goals for his club, where they defeated Napoli 3-1. And you could see the trophy on his hands, where he was declared the man of the match of the game. Ademola Lookman, do you think he has really done well in Super Eagles?
He has done well in Super Eagles. This young man is one of the unsung heroes that we have in Super Eagles. You know, when you talk about the goal-scoring prowess of this young man, every person tends to put much effort on the fragile shoulders of Victor Osimhen. But this guy can equally bail Victor Osimhen out, and Nigeria at large, in tight situations when we have these matches going on. So I'll really say that this is humility, hard work actually playing out. This man didn't really have it blossoming so well while he was in England, and he now decided to go try himself out there in Italy. And ever since he came to Italy, he has been, amassing one personal accolade from the other. But now,
well, he almost left Atlanta.
Yeah, he was
for PSG.
For PSG. We all know about that. But at the same time, I think he took the wise decision, playing that Champions League, that Europa League final, and then being the man of the match, and then his performance being superlative from the onset to it, ending 51 unbeaten. You understand? These guys were almost wrapping up an entire season without losing a match.
You're talking about
Bayer Leverkusen, you understand? So this young man is like, they dub him now that if you have a record going for you, pray you don't meet Ademola Lookman, because he's definitely going to come with his squad.
And he's one of the first player that has scored hat-trick in a final.
The only person so far, you understand, in the Europa League final. But then when you're talking about him to be the person that will win the African Footballer of the Year, most people have not even come to reconciling the fact that Rodri is the Ballon d'Or winner instead of Vinicius.
Yeah, they can go to
so now, when you begin to talk about that, so if Ademola Lookman doesn't tend to win it, would you say what happened at the Ballon d'Or is happening at the African scene? But at the same time, you understand?
But you know why we are saying might, the man that might, is because
they've narrowed it down.
They've narrowed it to three. Two second is there. We have 2 Nigeria, not 3, about 4 or 5 of them. Yeah. We have 2 second. We have Asharafa of Morocco, and one other players.
We have Diaz too.
Diaz too.
Diaz of Morocco.
Morocco too. So they are there. And we have Truce Ekong, who was a captain fantastic, during the Nations Cup. And he's doing well in his club. The new club is still doing well, So, but looking at the antecedent and via the...
I won't be surprised.
Yet. That's what we're trying to say.
Nothing surprised me these days when it has to do with, like I keep saying, as a footballer, you understand? Leave the case of who appoints who as the best in your category. All I need you to do as a footballer, as a sports person, win personal glory. You win a football match, you're playing in the final, try as much as you can to win, whether you score or not. Put in your best, win it. Then if personal glory like Ballon d'Or comes, just take it. It's one of those things.
Exactly.
But playing the game in order to win Ballon d'Or, you might definitely be disappointed. With all this disciplinary conditions.
Real Madrid said that there was kind of a fishy stuff.
Yeah,
there.
Sergio
Aguero had to come out and say that they should come out of this.
No.
Every time Real Madrid keeps having this winning entitlement mentality.
No,
that's what he said.
We're not talking about Real Madrid here. We're not talking about
But what we're
denied Ballon d'Or. How would you justify the fact that the person that won Ballon d'Or is not even in the European team of the year? How do you justify that? The European
did you
team,
vote? Sorry, did you vote? Did you vote for the Ballon d'Or?
No, I didn't.
You didn't vote.
I didn't vote.
So
the people that voted,
can we come?
Obviously,
they have a reason. They know why they voted.
Rodri.
Maybe they have their reasons. I don't want to jump into it. They have their reasons. Since it's not an African thing, I don't know how to. The only thing we could talk about the Ballon d'Or is talking about Demola Lookman. Why we think he have the chances of winning African Footballer of the Year. He came 14th out of 21 players there. He came 14th, and that shows that at the first time an African man, after Jojo Pongwe won the stuff, but in nomination, he was nominated. He came 14th, and the likes of Jude Bellingham came 21. So that is all. Everything is pointing towards him. Maybe what happened in Ballon d'Or might, but we believe it will not. It's not going to happen. Yeah, but let's come out of that, and we believe we are praying and wishing Ademola Lookman that is going to win this by God's grace. All right, away from there, let's move in. FIFA President Infantino had congratulated the new chairman of the Nigerian Sports Commission. We're talking about Shehu Diko, who is also a member of the FIFA stakeholders. And now he has been declared the chairman of the Nigerian Sports Commission. And Infantino has said this is one of the right things that the president of Nigeria has done, because this guy is fully loaded, and they believe he's going to transform the Nigerian Sports Commission. So Shehu Diko, it doesn't need explanation too much, because he has been.
Doesn't need any
introduction as.
Like we keep saying, Ekwebe, there are so many instances in Nigeria where we've seen people with capacity, with proven track records of delivering, assuming political offices and doing abysmally poor. We can count them. They are so numerous to see. So could it be a case of such happening? But even though it's too early, but I want to believe that this is the right square in the right hole. Believing that we have somebody that has been in the corridors of sport administration, that knows what it feels like to actually channel, like what I earlier said about arresting youthful exuberance, youthful restiveness, unemployment, and the rest of it all through sports. Sincerely speaking, if we have the right man at the helms of affairs, we should be rubbing shoulders in global sporting events like the Olympics with the likes of America. Sincerely speaking, if we have the right people,
given the right,
you understand? We should be winning.
Support.
We should be winning tournaments year in, year out across board. Incidentally, in Nigeria, we have 26 sports that are registered as in more like needing funding from the federal government. But the way football takes the chunk
of all the
Nigerian money when it has to do with sports, it's alarming. Nigeria went to Rwanda less than 2 weeks ago, came back with the African title for Scrabble. It was individual soliciting of funds that the president of Scrabble Association, in the person of Toke Aka, did in order for Nigerians to go to Rwanda and defend the title. That competition has happened 15 times. Nigerian has won 14 with little or no sponsorship from government. So when we have somebody like Shehu Diko, in the sport that made me golden, which is Scrabble, I should believe that he should look in and now say enough is enough. If 26 sports is what we have registered, we could include more, or we narrow it down to those ones that we are successful in.
That we keep.
That we know that anytime we go out with
something,
then gradually you begin to incorporate others so that you spread that same. Take lots of Nigerians away from poverty.
All right, Shehu Diko, we wish you well, and we believe you're going to turn things around, very, very much around, because you are tested and trusted, and you could see Fantino, the FIFA president, appreciating your emergency as the chairman of the Nigerian Sports Commission. Okay, away from there, Flying Eagles are still work in progress. That is words of Coach Aliu Zubaru of the Flying Eagles. Coach Aliu Zubaru is the under-20 coach whom have gone to Togo and came back to defend the title of the under-20 of Wafu B Cup, and we retained the trophy after a shaky start when we lost a long goal to Stallions of Burkina Faso. And after that, the guys had to rejig themselves and defeated Cote d'Ivoire and Niger Republic, then beat Ghana in the finals to retain the cup. But he says he only got 37 days to fix this lads under 20, Nigeria and the fire brigade approach. 37 days, and he still believes he needs to do a lot of works to fix the team for more advanced tournament, which is coming up in South Africa next year, where they'll be playing the AFCON on the 20 World Cup.
Qualifiers.
Qualifiers, and the tournament is going to come up
in South Africa.
In South Africa, yet. And he says they are still work in progress. Under 20, 37 days, and the man went conquered.
That is what I said. In a land where you have stupendous wealth of talent, 2 weeks is even enough for you to arrange, you understand, your players. You understand? No, these are not newbies.
You'll be talking about a man
these are not newbies. These are people that are already into the profession of professional football. You understand? So they are not newbies. It's just getting these guys together and then enshrining your own ideology of the tactics, the way you want them to play, in order for them to go for this battle that you understand you have for them. So 37 days, you understand, is enough.
Wasn't enough. It's just that it was with law. 37 days.
No, while I tell you that 37 days is enough, is because these guys are not newbies. They're not new to trapping football. What you need to do is enshrine your ideology into these lads.
No, you need to study the teams.
Get them to play matches. You understand? Grade A friendly matches, and you begin to fine tune the team. Sincerely speaking, that's all what we need to do. A sports person needs to be actively in his sports. Whether you want to tell me that when you're on preseason, you don't keep yourself in good shape in order for you to be ready for the beginning of season. Just because you know that you're not playing football, you go home, eat, sleep, and then you just leave yourself. Of course, as a sportsman, you should be taking that basic daily rudiment, you understand, to keep you in shape. So not just because there's a match, then you now begin to train for your match. Your day as a sportsman starts with those things, routine that you do in order to keep you fit. So this man coming up to say 37 days wasn't enough. How many days does he even need to assemble a team? The international week that we're talking about on the 10th, how many days do you think the Super Eagles will need to assemble? So 37 days is enough for any coach that what is onion to assemble players and then put his own, enshrine his own ideology on them to go and win any tournament.
The beauty about...
So long you have the talent and you have the players.
The beauty about the whole thing is that he was able to maximize the 37 days and he came back home with the trophy. And this was the part of the things Ladamboso couldn't do. Ladamboso had a lot of time, but he couldn't fix the team. He lost out. And
he lost that, like you rightly said. So this person came in, had 37 days, and he delivered the goods. And that's what we're talking about. So you don't need eternity.
I want to appreciate the El Kanemi Warriors coach, Ali Zubaru, who has done greatly and who see what he's capable of doing.
Yeah.
And we believe he's going to do more because he says he wants to fix the defense of the on Flying Eagles because he's not too happy with them. So we pray the NFF gives him all he needs to get the team ready for the bigger tournament. All right, the last story we have for you today is about the goings inside Arsenal. Arsenal has confirmed the resignation of their sporting director, talking about Gaspar Edu, who has done well over the years since he became the sporting director. But now he has left Arsenal, he resigned yesterday and has left Arsenal. And the whole Arsenal team is, it's not someone just saying we need to move on, but it's a very big...
it's a shock.
It's a shock and it's a very big dent as well because Arsenal has always been his home, But the Arsenal team said they're wishing him well in the new area where he's going to, and why they start looking out to know the right person to fill the shoes. Edu leaving Arsenal at this point in time, is that a welcome development?
Sometimes it's not a welcome development, you understand, but sometimes I wonder, the hierarchy at the club side, seeing that a manager is doing well, and the person says, "Oh, I want to go," would you just allow the person's resignation and the rest of it?
I know in Nigeria we always die in one position. We always love to
die. Whether we are productive or not.
We always want to die there. But a white man stays and just in a jiffy he walks away to look for fresh challenge, but we are always comfortable at our comfort zone.
Well, we wish Edu, very, very mercurial, midfielder with lesser guided passes. I remember this young man.
And he has done well as a sporting director where he bought a lot of
players. Managed the budget of Arsenal, you understand? So
and he has done well.
We wish him very well.
We wish him well. All right, this will be drawing the curtain close on ABS Sports Flash this beautiful Tuesday morning. Next week, we'll be coming your way with more exciting sports stories. And remember, Champions League starts this evening before the international break that will be coming up as soon as possible. But this week, after the Champions League, and the players will leave to their various countries to defend their countries. All right, my name is Daniel Ajolo. Thank you for being part of it.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.